Welcome back, everybody. This is G-Bear on G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And here we are on the 18th. Let's double check that. Yep, November 18th, 2019. And I tried out the blinds here. Those are just temporarily hung on a bare wall right now because it's going to be a while before I get this insulated and closed in, but I want to be able to have some privacy and be able to close off the windows whenever I wanted to. So I can do that now. There's my blinds. Pretty cool. And over here, I needed a 3-foot one, and I just happen to have one of those that somebody gave me. It's still brand new in the box, but this one was missing the mounting brackets. So what did I do? Well, I had a couple of these plastic or nylon pivots for louver doors or those bar type doors, barroom doors. And I had thrown those in a drawer for a while, and I said, well, I'll just screw them onto the ends here, which are plastic, and then fasten them straight to the wall. And guess what? It worked. And this is a cordless one. This one you just pull down on the whole window thing, and then you raise it up when you want to raise it up, and it stays back in place. Pretty cool. Then it's got the twist bar for closing and opening and closing the louvers. All right, big windows. I put the third window in. Now there's like 2 inches between the surface of this glass and the surface of the outside glass. So I've got a really good air insulated window here. And yeah, this is the set that has the blinds built right inside of the window. So I had to put these little tie downs on the wall to wrap these things up on, because these don't have normal stops on them like regular blinds do. These are inside of the... So let's see. There we go. So now I got blinds here. And I got the same setup over there. And I had to mill off some 3/16 inch thick pieces of molding to do an infill on these. And then these have these little clips right here that they lever out like that, or they lever in. Well, can't get it in now, but I will. All right, I have a little tapper block here that I use for those because sometimes they get a little stubborn. There we go. And that's what locks that into place, holds that glass up in place. And that is a piece of tempered glass also. I have the pull strings there where I can open and close the louvers when I want to. And I'll raise that back up when I'm done with this video, but I just wanted to show you that. Okay, another thing. I was sitting here at lunch and I was looking over and I'm thinking to myself, boy, what a shame it's a wasted part of a room, putting in a laundry room here, something you use like once a week, maybe a little more when things get really, really dirty. But I lose part of my room here, and I thought, what am I going to do, you know? And then I was realizing, well, I canned up that chili that I had, the chili con carne. I had it for dinner last night, and then there was a bunch left over because I made a big pot of it. So I canned it all and processed it all in the bath and steamed it. And now I can put those on a shelf. They don't have to go in a refrigerator. But I don't have shelf room for them. So I don't want to put them out in the container because it gets pretty hot in there in the summer and cold in there in the winter and stuff could freeze. So I wanted them inside here. So I said, okay, here's what we do. Laundry moves over about another 4 to 6 inches, and then that would be the laundry room. And then here, I put a 24-inch wide door on here, and I turn this into a pantry. And I'll have pull-out shelves in here so that I can get to the stuff that's in the back, because it'll be a deep pantry. And Then I'll have plenty of storage space in here. And then I got this little space on this side. You notice I took the screen door off here too, and I put that inside the container because I don't need to be walking in and out through a screen door, slam, 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 every time I go in or out of the cabin or from room to room. And if I left it open, it was just in the way all the time. So I'd have to close it to do one thing, open it to do another. I said, the heck with it. I took it off and put it away for now. All right, because it will end up out there once the regular door goes on. So I decided what I'm going to do is put a partition wall here to make my pantry, and then the laundry will be separate from the pantry, but I'll have a pretty good 30 by 30 pantry there. That'll be a really nice place to store a lot of stuff and get all my dry goods in there and all of that. So give me a little more room in the kitchen, and stuff I don't use all the time can go in here. And then on the bottom shelf, I'll have a pull-out box drawer, and I can keep all my big pots and pans and stuff down there because I've got a bunch of that stuff. I've got pressure cookers, and I've got big 5, 7, and 10-gallon stock pots, all from my catering days. But yeah, so I said, well, what the heck? Why not? I'll set this all up for a nice little pantry storage area, a little 24-inch hollow core door with a handle on it, doorknob on it here that I can open and close. I might leave the doorknob off and just do a spring catch on there with a ring pull, so it's not something that you catch every time you walk by. But that's all cosmetics down the line. I'll work it out. So I just made my list up for the other stuff that I need to finish this up. Just a couple more 2x3s and a couple of 2x4s. And I could get this this thing all boxed in. And I still have one piece of 24-inch wide R13 out there, which will do like 2 bays, not full-size bays, but one large bay, one small bay, or a couple of small bays. So I was thinking, if I've got enough, I might do that bay beside each window and get that out of the way. And then when I have to buy more, that part's already done. So be a great thing. All right, so I had to move the TV out of the way because I put furring strips on the wall. And left a gap there where the wire goes across because I'm going to have to staple that wire up against the wall. And then I'm just going to overlay that wall with drywall so it looks like a regular room. And it'll be a false wall, and just so the wires can run on the inside of it. It's only 3/4 of an inch air gap in there, but heck, not that big of a loss, but it sure is a lot easier doing it that way than tearing the whole wall down and reframing it and all, heck with that. I want to be able to close off the main cabin, the original cabin, from this room, because in the cold winters, there's really no need to heat both rooms while I'm sleeping. So when I'm sleeping, I can close that door, and that locks out all of the cold air from out here. I don't have to worry about heating this because nobody's going to be out here. And if they are, I can put a small heater out here for them to keep them warmer if somebody comes and spends the night over here. And then where are they going to put a bed? I mean, really, you just got to find a place on the floor to put a bed. So anyway, that's just rambling on, afterthoughts, things that are going on through my head. So we'll get it all done, and I'll get it all recorded. And this is G Bear reminding you, give me a thumbs up down there. Don't forget to like my videos. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Subscriberships is going up and up and up, and I like that. But it's, it's like waiting for that Christmas present that you want. It just seems like it's never going to get here. Anyway, G Bear signing off.